Hi, this is Johnny R with Hot Toys Sideshow Review, and today we are reviewing the Hot Toys War Machine. Uh, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, unfortunately, this is a big disappointment for me. I've got almost every Hot Toy that was pretty cool that's out, and you've seen me review them, and I'm always amazed at how well they are. But the build quality of this figure is really poor. First off, when I received him, his eyes didn't work. It had nothing to do with the batteries. There's just something wrong with the circuitry. Um, but I'll deal with that. I don't put the eyes on that often. Uh, the other thing, I just don't think that his build quality is really there as far as the materials that they used. His plastic seems kind of cheap compared to, say, the last Ironman battle damaged edition, and just how well the Tony Stark uh, edition came out. One of the reasons I can say this, um, there were big advertising on how it had flexibility. Well, from minor posing, it snapped off, and I can tell you, uh, it's only this small piece and a small piece in there that held it together. Really not much at all. The old G.I. Joes with the rubber bands were better put together than this Hot Toy was, which is a huge disappointment. But to go over the figure, of course, everybody is probably going to buy them to complete the sets of all the armors, which is why I really wanted the figure. I thought it was going to be a lot better. Uh, some other disappointments, there's just not that much to the figure. The stand was pretty weak. It had a regular black, Hot Toy stand. With the Mark 6 coming out, we saw that it had the stand from the field where they had their battle together. I thought the field would have been great to have them back to back, but probably they'll come out with a diorama like they did for Snake Eyes or the Throne for G.I. Joe, so that they can bang us for more money on that. And of course they'll get it, and we probably all will. But to go over the features that were pretty cool, he's got his missile launcher that tucks down. He's got his Gatling gun that slides side to side and rotates, guns a couple positions. Might as well take them apart here. If you pull these down, you can pop the shoulder piece up, and it's got the missile in there from the movie that didn't work. So that was pretty cool. He comes with Gatling guns that basically just move these little things out of the way, and they come down. Came with a couple sets of hands. The buttons for the lights that do work on the figure are underneath the Gatling guns. They're here and here. Look at that. Let's get one to work here. There we go. And of course the core light is on the back right underneath the gun. The one for the head is up in the back, but that doesn't work like I said. And Another piece flying off. Put this guy back together as well as we can. Really a huge disappointment as far as this goes. Let me shut this off so you guys can see better. On the back, we have just these little flaps that pop up, and it shows the afterburners for his rockets. I don't really know what to say about this figure. If you are a huge Ironman fan like me, and you want all the armors, I say go ahead and get it. But really, be very careful when you're going to pose him, and pose him once. He's not a figure that you can do multiple poses with, like, say, the Battle Damaged Mark III, that you could do absolutely anything with. This was such a well-made figure. I don't know how they went from this to this. I'm going to show you a figure next review that blows this one away, and you're not going to believe who made it. That'll be the next review you'll see shortly. But don't buy this figure if you think you're going to be able to pose them a lot, because you're not going to. You're gonna break them. I'm very careful with all of my stuff. Very, very careful. And this was a really big letdown for me. Basically, I just have him standing in the iron room that came with the Tony Stark mech version. So it looks pretty cool standing up with all the armors. So I can get away with them being broken and not be too pissed about it. But save your money if you're not a huge Iron Man fan, and just go for the best Hot Toys, because this is not one of them. Sorry to say this, Hot Toys bring up the game on the Mark IV, the Mark V. Great news to hear that the Batman 89 and Christopher Reeve's Superman is coming out. And I'll show you their Reeves competition next review. Thanks a lot, guys. Be well, and see you next time.